Then the air buffer. It's very sharp, huh? So be careful. Do you know right now in iCombit Pro we have a mechanical part is separate and electrical part is separate, right? So electronics converter is coming separately, the mechanical part is separately. Before it's a one part, right? Electronics and the mechanical. Now we have a separate in iCombit Pro. This is the tool, the same tool you can use in SSC as well and SSC line as well. So the unit is from 2004 up to the present date, you can use the same tool.
We need also that one.
And it's very useful tool. It takes less than a minute to remove the fan wheel. Do you have this tool? And make sure wear something to your ear because boom, when the wheel, yes, not boom, it's bang.
Bang.
Yung ganyan natin, pinutut na.
Blower. Heat exchanger.
Before he put something പിന്നെ ബാക്കി നോട്ട് ഒഴിക്കണല്ലേ
Attack the hood.
How to do the installation of hood?
Yeah.
So after lunch, we will go down for the unit, right?
Where to lunch?
So what is the working principle of the hood in our unit? Is we can use on the gas unit? No, it's not available for the gas unit. It's available only for the electrical unit. And the hood, what is can do the hood, right? So make sure whenever you install the hood, so and the customer is complaining about the steam is coming out from the top of the hood. So the hood cannot eliminate 100% of the steam. It cannot eliminate 100%. Because as you can see, it's not going anywhere, right? It's keep inside. So just it can reduce, but it cannot eliminate. So how many types do we have hood? We have ultravent, ultravent plus, and ultravent and this is available only for the electrical unit. And for the which model is available, you can see here, right?
separate video झाले You're taking a such a good
Everything but cannot eliminate.
Hmm?
That is your space.
Right.
But cannot eliminate.
Correct. So here we have a filter in the food. We have a hood for the combi as well. 10 tray electric, 6 tray gas or electric maybe. But if you try to fix the unit on the 10 tray gas, 6 tray electric, it's not allowed. If you are going to install the both unit gas, so make sure 61 bottom and gas and 61 on top.
Yes.
Why it is not recommended? Gas and electrical, one on top.
Because the height is going higher than 1.5 meter. And this is only we are recommend 1.5 meter, which is the safe height for the use. Because if you use the 10 tray and then we have a height of the gas tray, the gas combi tube is higher, then we have a gas unit. Then the tray is going above the 1.5 meter, right? So there could be a chance if someone is put on the top side the liquid and someone is removing, there could be a chance the liquid can fall down on it. That's the reason why gas tank tray is not allowed for the combi tube. 61 and 61, that's it. If customer asking 10 tray gas bottom, 10 tray 6 tray up gas, clearly say no. Say only 10 tray electric, 6 tray gas is okay. Or if you want both unit gas, 6 tray gas, 6 tray gas, that's it. Okay, you see sometimes you see this vent, right? So this vent is used for only for the combi tube. If there is single unit, then keep it closed. So when the unit is on the standby mode, the fan is not running. When you select any one of the cooking process, the fan starts running.
This both oven starting,
And when you open the door, the fan running on the higher speed. Yes,
this both oven starting has special insertion kit.
yes. In between there is a kit is coming. It's called combi tube. Right? So how to do the installation? There is a one box is coming. So put the box on the vent pipe and fill around 200 ml water.
Yeah.
What purpose the water put inside?
Then how this is the vent pipe and this is the box one coming on the top of the vent pipe. And these are the drain pipe is coming from the hood. And if there is no water, what will happen? The steam is coming and then it starts escaping from here. And if we have a water, so then it is not going to be escaped from here. It's remain inside during the operation.
Water fill first time.
Yes, only one time. So got the answer, right? So this is the water, right? So if we have a key to water, so once we have extra water is coming, it's directly going to the drain line. And this is the vent hood only, right? So there is no fan, nothing, so you can connect the outside exhaust pipe. You can put the exhaust pipe here and take to the outside of the kitchen. There it is. So this is the ultravent, how it looks like. You can see here we have filter. This is our ultravent. Here we have a motor. Here we have a front side. There is some small pipe. Here. Right, and then here we have water is going from here to here side, directly going to the vent pipe, and from vent pipe is directly going to the drain. And when you open the door, it's going to be the hot air is passed through for the filter, then through this pipe. So what's happened is going to be pulled down. Right? And then here we have an ultraviolet flux. So as you can see on the ultraviolet flux, we have a 2 extra filter on the top side, 1 extra filter on the front side. Can we use the iCommit Pro hood on the top of the older machine, right? Yes, we can use. However, you need a adapter kit. It's called a compatible kit. So there is a 2 jumper is coming. One is you need to be open the PCB board from here, the ultraviolet PCB, and then connect this cable here, and the one is extra cable, another cable, so which is can make from smaller to the bigger one connector, because in the older machine in SSC we have a bigger jack for the delta cable.
Kobe Pro,
No need to do anything.
it's not direct.
Directly connect to the motor. Remove the jumper from the motor and put connect the data. That's it. So in the morning we already include the installation, how to do the installation, right? How to do the connection, how we can connect, right? Now I will show you the PCB power on. Okay, so this is our breaker. So where we have a PCB board, we have a one pump PCB board. And here we have a IOPCB board. So where we have a pump PC board we have a backside. And here we have a IOPCB board. Behind the display what we have a CPU, it's called processor PCB board. We have a kappa on switch, and then we have a display, and then here we have a touch panel. So the glass you can see on the front, which is not a glass, is a touch panel. The previous generation, the touch and the display is same, but here the display is different and the touch is different. And this is the one, it's called ESTL, Electronic Safety Temperature Unit. So which error code will come once it is getting pressed? It's going to show you service 72 as well as you are getting service 34-1 and service 34-2. Why you get this one? I will explain you. So here we have the breaker, right? So main breaker, contactor, PCB A10, IPCB A11, CPU PCB A13, pump PCB A15, ESTL, A90, on-off switch, A20 display, and A21 touchpad. So once you switch on the power, right? You switch on the main power. So the first power is going to the PCB A10 IPCB as well as processor PCB, on-off switch, and the PCB A13, the pump PCB. So that's the reason why even if you switch off the unit from the display, still we have a power in the PCB board. So if you would like to work on the unit, So you need to make sure before you are going to be test any parts and the components, especially the boards, you need to be make sure the main breaker should off. Right? Now why it should be off is in front of you, right? So the from the 810 IPC board, there is a power is going 3.3 volt to the processor PCB. What will happen when I switch on the machine, right? So now I switch on the machine, right? So the first power going back to the processor, from processor is going back to the IPCB board, and the IPCB board giving a signal to the ESTL. If there is no issue in the ESTL, then ESTL giving a supply to the contactor, which is giving a signal back to the IPC board, and then the IPC board giving a supply to the contactor, right? So then we have get the contactor giving a supply to the SSR as well as the motor. So now you got right. If we have ESTL strip, so we get the error code for the motor as well. Alright, so you have to be checked first, there is a light in the motor or no. If there is no light, then you have to check the ESTL and you need to be reset. How you can read the error code, later I will explain you that one. If the unit is gas, then it's giving a supply to the blower motor and is giving a supply to the ignition box. And the bus signal, how the bus signal is running. Nice photo, huh? So what is the meaning of bus? The bus signal is going from one place to the another place and from another to back to the same place. Right? So the signal is going to be like the communication. So here we have a bus signal. So bus signal is going from a processor PCB board to the IPCB, from IPCB board to the pump PCB, and from pump PCB to the motor. Right? And then if we have a single motor, then is going to be the motor, and then we are going, there is a resistance called a jumper as well. If we have a two motor, then from this motor to from pump PCB board to the motor, and from motor to the another motor, and the second motor has a resistance, or you can say the jumper. Or if we have three fan, so it's going to be third motor, and the third motor has a jumper. Or if we have a gas machine, from this motor is going to the ignition box, and the ignition box has a jumper. Right? So this will be the same. That's it. Let's talk about water. Okay, which other components are related to the water? This is called SC pump, right? This is called self-cleaning pump. This is next to the steam tank. And here we have a 5-pole solenoid valve in iCombi Pro, and iCombi Classic we have a 3 solenoid valve. So one is going to the steam tank for the filling, and the one is going to the punching box, and you can see the red one is going to the The cleaning, as you can see in iComi Pro, we have a new cleaning. It's called a fast cleaning cycle, right? So during the fast cleaning cycle or the cleaning cycle, this will work. Then one is going to the care and one is going to the motion. Here we have V2. So this is the solenoid valve. One is Y2 solenoid valve, and here we have a sensor. So what is the working of this sensor? If you are using a steam, if the temperature reach on 80 degree at the quenching box, it starts spraying at cool down. Or if you are using a hot air, if the temperature is reached at 90 degree, it's spraying a water and cool down. And you can see there is no nozzle, right? It's free flow. So this is our Y14 solenoid valve, the new solenoid. And the previous generation, how many solenoid valve do we have?
4.
Correct. So one is the B2 is for the quenching, one Y1, Y2 and Y3. And here we have additional Y14 in iCombi Pro. In iCombi Classic we don't have this one. This is our care basket. And the back side we have a care pump as well. This is our drain box. There's a hand shower, quenching box, and the care one. How it look like from the bottom? It look like this. This is our drain box, emergency overflow for the drain box, a circulation pump, drain pump, right? And you can see the one pipe is going to be here and is going to be connected here to the drain directly from the deep tray. This is our pump PCB board. This solenoid valve, and these are our quenching bolts. How it look like the drain box from inside? It look like this. So I never suggest, if the drain box is blocked, so I never suggest to open the drain box from the top side. Always try to push the water with the pressure to remove all the dirt from the drain box. D means drain pump, R means recirculation. You can see this one now, how this look like. So this is our vent pipe, right? So the vent pipe is coming from here, all the way is connected to the quenching box, and this one here is drain, is here in the middle of the unit, and this is our drain box. This is our here, the humidity one. This is our filling box for the steam tank, and here we have water level sensor, and the water level sensor is a part of the elbow, silicone elbow. So if you want to check the water level sensor, don't remove from here, remove the full set. And even if you are receiving, you will receive as a full set as well. So here we have a self-cleaning pump. So self-cleaning pump is 3 AC 100 volt 42 hertz, right? And it's marking as a S. So this is the place for the tabletop, and this is the place for the 23. Next pump is the care pump. is indicating as a C is having a 3 AC 100 volt and 50 hertz. So the SC pump has a 42 hertz and the K pump has a 50 hertz. And then we have a drain pump. Drain pump has a 3 AC 100 volt and 40 hertz. So here we have 40 hertz, and then where is the location? This is the location in the tabletop unit, and this is the location at the floor unit. Then we have a recirculation pump. What is the working of this recirculation pump? Recirculation pump take a water from the drain box to the cavity. And here we have a 3 AC 100 volt 63 hertz. Can we use all the drain? Can we interchange the drain pump?
It's not possible.
Not possible because of all the pumps has a separate frequency. So here we have all the detail. If you want, you can take the picture.
100 volts. 100 volts. Circulation pump, drain, air, cleaning.
Sure.
Posting. 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 Posting.
So here we have a pump receiving board. Where is the location on the tabletop unit? We have a back side, and the floor unit we have a downside. Back left, right? And here we have a pump PC board. The pump PC board, where is the connection? So here we X1 is the drain connection, drain pump.
Drain.
X2 we have a self-cleaning pump. X3 we have a care pump, and X4 we have a R pump. Can we change the connection? No. All the connection has a Poka-Yoke connection, so you cannot change the connection. Then we have a X5 with the incoming supply for the PCB board, pump PC board, and we have a door contact at the pump PC board as well. The diagram. Okay, so this is we have iCombi Classic. We have a steam tank. As you can see in the electrical unit, we have a cylindrical steam tank, right? Okay, which size of unit is coming this steam tank? The 61 and 101 electrical. What will happen if we have the issue with the steam tank? The heating element is damaged. What you can do? If the heating element is damaged, then you need to change the full set. And this is the filling box. And here we have a solenoid valve. In iCombi Classic, we have only 3 solenoids. What will happen if the CDS sensor is broken? If the CDS sensor is broken, then you need to replace the full set of solenoid.
This one.
And as you can see, we don't have an extra Y14 solenoid valve. So here we have a humidity valve. We have a drain middle of the unit. This is our Iconic Classic. This is our drain box. Iconic Pro. The steam tank is same. Filling box is same. Only the change we have in the solenoid. As we have extra solenoid valve, then we have an extra connection in the punching box as well. Here we have a humidity valve. The K basket. Drain box, drain pump, circulation pump. Is we needed, can we make a drain connection higher than the drain line as we have a drain pump in iCombi Pro? No. Still we need a minimum 3 degree slope in the drain line. Right? So the drain pump, what is doing, he just take the water from drain box and is giving to the drain line. That's it. And from the drain line, the water is going through the help with the gravity. Right. And we have an inbuilt siphon in the drain box as well. In the gas unit, we have an extra part. So we have a steam tank with the heat exchanger. Then here we have a heat exchanger in the cabinet. Here we have a blower motor, solenoid valve, gas solenoid valve. Here we have a blower motor and gas solenoid valve and the bulb. So here we have an inbuilt siphon, right? So here we have a siphon in the drain box. Let's check the sensor. Here we have thermocouple, right, which is connected with the IOPCB board. PT1000. So as you can see, this is the PT1000. So this is at the 0 degree Celsius. It should be 1000 ohm. So if you would like to check, right, how you can check the sensor? So it should be zero temperature, like normal temperature. It should be 1000 ohm. And this is for the steam.
Zero or room temperature.
No, if we have an issue with the sensor, yes, it is getting treatment always, and then getting the voltage, so you can check. So here we have resistance, right? So if we have 0, 0, 20, 40, 60, accordingly you can check how much it should be, right? Ohm, according to this, right?
For room temperature, it will be to 1.
Zero temp means not hot, not working, room temperature only.
Yeah. This is only for testing purpose for the sensor, is okay or no. If we have an issue with the sensor, it's tripped to the ESTL. And you try to reset the ESTL, still we have a same, right? So you can check this one.
So how much it should be?
It's depending on the chart. I told you.
If you have 80, then 1 trick.
Depends on the temperature that
If we have a 80 degrees, in the ohm should be 1600 ohm. 160, 140, for example, 60 degree or 40 degree. So it should be 1100. Here we have a sensor for GoPro. Before we, as you know, we have a mechanical sensor, right? But now we have a electronic. So before we have SPL, it's called safety temperature limiter. Now we call ESTL, electronic safety temperature limiter. For this sensor, you can try one time, but electronic safety temperature you can use. But if we have a mechanical one, strip off, this is only one time use, never use again. Use the new one. Then here we have water level sensor, right? So make sure the water connectivity should not be less than 50 microseconds. So here we are getting the microampere, right? So it's getting a supply from here is a 12 volt 500 hertz. You need a special meter to check. I think you don't have that one, which can measure up to 500 hertz, right? And this is our serious sensor history, right? The first one, the second one, and the now new one. How it's working when the water is flowing through the pipe, right? And it's turning this one, the impeller is turning, and then it's giving the supply through the sensor to the PCB board. Where is the door switch? Here we have a door switch. How you can enter to the door switch? To get the to enter, you need to open the front panel. Now we have a P1 sensor. We have airflow is going one side and then other side is coming, then it's working. So as you can see, we have a two pipe is connected to the P1 sensor, right? And it's helping working together with the client, right? So make sure if you are getting again and again the P1 sensor, even if you replace, still you are getting 36 and 37 error message. So simple, remove the pipe, blow the air. If the air is going free flow, means it's okay. If it blow the air and it's not going out, usually so it means the whole of the pipe is blocked. So how you can access, you remove the fan wheel and there is small hole on the back side of the fan wheel, then you can remove the fat from that hole. This is the climate valve for the older one, and this is the climate valve for the new one. How many humidity valve do we have in 20 tray? We have two. In tabletop we have a single. Only 20 tray we have a two humidity valve. So previously when we have like this solenoid valve, now we have this solenoid. So here we have a working principle, how it's working. So we have a pump for iCombi. Parallel is running and it's flowing the water. So the principle will remain the same. Only the size and the pump may change. Still, do we have a drain wall? Where? I didn't listen. I cannot listen.
Pardon, what you said?
Huh?
Pardon, what you said?
The drain wall?
Previous
Yes. And iCombi Pro, do we have a drain wall? No. Only the access unit we have a drain wall. The other unit we don't have a drain wall. So this is the cooling fan.
Don't sleep, Hassan. Don't sleep.
No.
And here we have a speaker. Here we have a SSR.
That's different.
No.
Same.
Yeah. Only the difference is there is no more
Screws.
The
screws.
terminals.
Okay.
So here we have a B1 and A1 slash B1. What is the meaning of this? Then we have a B2 and we have a A2. Yeah. So A1 slash B1 is the incoming phase, and the B2 is for the hot air, you can see as well, and the A2 is for the steam. And here we have a same A1 slash B1 is incoming supply of the hot air, SSR, B2 is for the hot air, and A2 is for the steam. Alright? So as you know, in our unit, the steam and hot air never work together. Either the steam will work, either the hot air will work.
It's exactly the same. There is a color red and blue. The connection. It's like that. Color red and blue.
together, this steam and hot
No, red and blue.
Even if you choose the combination, the steam will work first and the hot air. Hot air stops, then the steam work. The steam stops, then hot air will. So it's going to be switching. No need to write, no need to see the color, just check technical aspect, right? The name. A1 slash 1, A1 slash B1 is incoming phase, B2 is for the hot air, and A2 is for the steam. How in our body, how the wiring and all is running the same is the unit as well. All right. So as we had a discussion about the ESTL, let me show you how you can read the code. Okay, so let's go to the ESTL. So we have a two sensor, one is for the steam from the ESTL and one is going for the cabinet. And here we have inside the cabinet.
steam generator, don't have high limit.
This is the high limit. Okay, so the ESTL we divided in the color. So the blue color is steam 183 and the hot air 430. Then we have yellow 157 and 430, and the green we have 183 and 450, and then we have a white color sticker is 10 430 and 400. So this one we can use only 202 electric. So in 202 electric you will get two EST. All that other units you will get only the one EST. Okay.
How to reset this one? Reset program or
Hmm? Okay, so we have four things happen in the ESTL. The first one is the sensor not connected. The second one is sensor short circuit. The third one is sensor out of logic area. And the fourth one is the sensor has a high temperature in the cabinet, and the fifth one is the ESTL broken itself. So how we can identify which error code, what is the meaning of this? It can calculate via the help of the blinking code. So if we have issue with the ESTL, right? So it can be show you the light like this. So you have to wait for up to the 8 second, and after the 8 second you have to be calculate the code. So the first 4 blink is for the steam, and the second 4 is for the hot air. So whatever we have on the first, on the fifth code we have the same on the hot air, right? So let's count and start counting the blinking. So we have to wait for the 8 second first. Then you will see the 3 LED together, right? Now you have to start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right?
5.
As you can see on the fifth blink we have a 2 lights together, right?
Starting after orientation.
So which is the issue is related to the steam or hot air? Hot air, correct? So the sensor is short circuit. So hot air sensor is
Blink.
right. So the first, no, this is first, fifth or sixth? Huh? Fifth, right? So this is fifth, it means the sensor is disconnected. This hot air sensor is disconnected. Right? Then it's going to be 1 and then 6, 7, 8 again. And stop. And again start counting from the same. It's clear for you? So you have to make sure where we have a 2 LEDs together. Let's do some more tests as well. I will show you the one, and the second one you can tell me yourself. So the sensor not connected, sensor short circuit, and out of the logic area, and the high temperature, right? Disconnect, short circuit, out of logic area, and high temperature, right? So the first 4 you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. First 4 is for the steam, then 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th. So last 4 is for the hot air. So whatever we are getting here, so it's mean this. Whatever we get here, it's mean this. Whatever we get here, it's mean this. Whatever we get here, it means this. And the same is here. Whatever we have, what is the meaning of this? This. What we have here, and we have a, what is the meaning of? We have a this, right? Disconnect, short circuit, out of logic area, or high temperature, right? So let me play the one video for you, and I will explain you one video, and next video you can explain me.
You can see that blinking indication during the start.
You have to wait for all 3 lights together.
Now what I mean, when you turn on the power or when you start the cycle, because you will see the
If the unit is running, then you can count.
okay.
Because as I can show you in the video, once you start the unit, right? So the power is going to the ESTL, and from ESTL to IRTC board, and IRTC board is giving command to the contactor. All 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? Again stop. Again check. So We have to wait for this, and when you see all three, now 1, 2, 3, 4, right?
4.
On the fourth blink, too slow. Okay, on the fourth blink, we have two lights together, correct? So let's check 1, 2. So sensor is disconnect? No. Is second one. The sensor is short circuit? No. Sensor is out of logic area? No. Now we have a fourth one, right? So we have a high temperature in the steam, right? Again the same cycle will repeat. But how? What happened? If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, there is no light. So it means we have an issue with the ESP. Alright? So now you can tell me what is the issue here.
Heat.
Wow. Tell me what is the issue here.
Last one.
Again, meter again.
Again check.
Disconnected
ESTL damage.
Huh?
Ano yung paano yung
Okay, what is the issue here?
Steam.
What is the issue? I will play again. Right? On the first blink, two lights together. Okay, what is the issue here? Tell me, what is the issue here?
The steam,
Okay, what is in the steam? Hmm? High temperature. Ah, okay. Okay, I bypass it. What is the issue here? Huh?
Me?
Yes.
The steam is this steam sensor is disconnected and we have a right problem for other item.
Okay. No? Okay. Huh?
High temperature.
High temperature. Where high temperature? Where we have high temperature? In steam or hot air? Say whatever is your coming in your mind.
air?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Hot air. Okay.
Ano ba yung sa panghuli? Diba, ito yun. Pag-18 ha?
High temperature.
High temperature. Where is the high temperature?
Hot air.
Huh? Heat. Okay.
Ano ba yun?
Okay. What is it here?
Yung mga mensahe sa tayo tanong.
Both?
Huh?
For the first one, both?
First one?
Yeah, both.
Yeah.
Hot air in the steam.
Yes.
And the second one is
No.
That-
I'm talking about only this video.
This box.
that one.
I'm just talking about for this video.
Both. The steam and the hot air.
The steam sensor,
Yeah, and the hot air.
hot air.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hot air item and the disconnect steam.
The steam sensor disconnect.
Disconnect.
Okay.
Disconnect.
Hot air is not.
Kasi sa pressure 1.
Isa pa eh.
Okay.
Short circuit.
Hot air temperature defect.
Parang may short eh.
Say whatever it is. Say, see, I'm here to recorrect. Because my main concern is to ask you because everyone starts
May
sleeping.
short circuit
I
eh.
want to wake up everyone.
Shortage yung pangatlo.
Sensor?
Yung pangalawa
Yung
sir, ano yan?
nagsasayo, sumabay.
Hindi ko alam.
Wala kasi ako nung ano.
Hot air, okay. High temperature. Okay.
Short
So,
circuit eh.
as I told you, the first four is for the steam and the second
Hot
four
air.
for the hot air. So, as you can see, count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, the first one, the disconnect.
Short circuit.
Second one, the sensor is short circuit. The third one is the sensor is out of logic area. The fourth one is the high temperature. So, here we have first.
Disconnected.
So then we have a disconnect the steam. After steam leak, we have to gather. So means the steam sensor is disconnected,
And then,
right?
Yeah.
no logic.
Because we have
No, there is no but only one is blinking. You see, we'll wait for here. Three lights together, one. See, on the first we have
One.
two lights together, and other we don't have two lights together. Only first we have. So it's mean this is the first one. So the first one is for the steam
Steam disconnect.
sensor disconnect. Okay, I'll stop here. I'll start this one and then check.
Isa lang pala.
One, two, three, 4, 5. On fifth, we have two lights together.
Okay.
Correct. Hot air temperature is sensor is not temperature. Sensor is sorry disconnect.
Disconnected ka. Okay.
Huh? Yeah, I mean disconnect means maybe connection open. So there is no connection between the sensor and the EST. Let's clear EST now. Any doubt? Future you can solve your own, right?
May sumabay na yun.
Okay, read this one. Tell me what do you think? I will explain to that.
First one is what? First one?
Okay, okay, I'll stop this one. Read this one. Tell me where you can get the two lights together.
Oh,
Where you can get the two lights together.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the temperature is steam.
Steam temperature orbit.
Steam temperature. Steam sensor.
Right. So here we have this one. So what is the meaning of this?
High temperature.
Over
The steam. What happened to the steam?
The same sensor is open.
No.
High temp.
High temp.
High temperature. 1, 2, 3, 4. First, disconnect, short circuit, out of logic area, high temperature. How you can reset the ESPN? Just keep hold 3 seconds and then it will reset.
So, unlucky. The first time again, this unit, but there is an
Ako tinignan ko lang yan.
Out of logic means maybe sensor is not giving a proper information to the Alright.
Sino kaya nag-install nun?
Kundi ako yun.
I have a question there on the height limit.
Yes.
You have three points of lights.
Whatever mo sa
You have lights on, you have lights
Middle.
green, and the other one. Orange. These two, one, what is that supposed to be?
Yes.
That
Right.
is,
So as you can see here, we can
Yes.
count. Start counting.
After the third line, you have to count.
Correct. Not third. All three lines together, then start counting.
whenever we start.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Five.
Right?
after that, please.
Five.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
So
leads
if
the
we have
C.
if we have a light on the A, it means there is an issue with the sensor. If we have a light on the C,
Yeah.
initial light, then we have an issue with the high temperature.
So
Then
start
through the counting you can understand which sensor has a high temperature.
Yeah, so now I get what is the point why you have the lights
I get it.
A and C.
So from
Okay,
It's become AC
yeah.
and this
Yes,
is
I
not
think-
effective.
I figure it out. I figure it out the sample that you show. There is starting at the A and you have the C. So there is
So if I'm
difference. That's why I'm
going
thinking there is difference with
if
this.
I'm going
So
in
means
this
A is on
B,
the sensor.
definitely all they are going to be confused.
Yeah,
B is
For me it's easy, right? Because I'm repeating many times.
yeah.
I'm giving you and the simple way, which you can basic way, which you can easily understand. First four for the steam, last four for the hot air.
Yeah.
And now you can count where you get the two lines together and then it's solved. So if we have on the A, it means we have issue with the sensor. If we have on the C, it means issue we have with the high temperature.
Temperature.
And through the counting,
So the counting, you will
you
figure it out
can
what is
you
the
need to
situation
be
of
figure
the
out
sensor.
which one has a higher temperature.
Yeah. So at least we know now.
Interesting parts is coming now on your way. Animation for the care. How the cleaning is working. When you need to do the cleaning,
after the cooking, after the
after the cooking, definitely, right? After the cooking, you needed to do the cleaning. And what are the things you needed to do to complete the cleaning? My question: what are the things you needed to do the cleaning?
Chemical.
Chemical,
That is very important. the chemical.
yes, and
And the water.
water, and make sure the water should be enough
Strong
water
enough.
pressure. Just coming with the water pressure, right? So, chemical and the water, and make sure the water should have a minimum 1.5 bar pressure, right? Which size of minimum? Which size of pipe we can use in the rational oven?
3/4.
Half inch
Half
minimum.
inch,
I'm talking about minimum. A half inch.
Half inch.
Okay, for the water. And the maximum we can use a 3/4, which is coming always with the unit. And I suggest always use that pipe. Maybe however, some of the reason the pipe is damaged, then you can use a half inch pipe. Right? So let's start the cleaning first. So once we start the cleaning, so we needed the proper appropriate number of chemical which we are going to put into the unit, because and how you can calculate is automatically calculated by the unit. How many